are CRN.
Stay tuned. We're live in 3 minutes. We're live in 2 minutes.
We are CRN.
Stay tuned. We're live in 1 minute. Seconds until showtime. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. More details at wearecrn.com.
We welcome you back to coverage of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. 2 games down, 2 to go, and the hardware for the trophies are on the line now for the rest of the way. It's the tournament championship games. Up first, 10-1 Corinth-Holders, 7-1 Nash Central. We go to public address for opening ceremonies.
And the Nash Central Bulldogs. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association views athletic participation as an extension of the classroom where valuable lessons are taught and learned. These lessons are best learned when respect is accorded to all participants, including players, coaches, administrators, officials, and fans. Any profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at anyone will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Help us make the right call by exhibiting good sportsmanship throughout tonight's contest. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
We'll now turn things back over to Pumpkin's Rest for now player introductions.
At guard, number 1, Chloe Oswald. At guard, number 4, Lexi Marquis. At forward, number 11, Lauren Sizemore. At guard, number 12, Darla Lee. And that's number 15, Jayla Vanderhoof. The Pirates are coached by Trey Lassiter. And now for the Nash Central Bulldogs. At guard, number 0, Jacayla Gay. At guard, number 2, Adaya Cash. At guard, number 5, Jaden Baggett. At forward, number 14, Jaleesa Perry. And at forward, number 15, Harmony Dupree. The Bulldogs are coached by Terry Cash. The officials for tonight's game are selected and approved by the North Carolina High School Athletic.
We'll pause for station identification. When we come back, the women's championship game. The Bulldogs of Nash Central and the Pirates of Corinth-Holders. Tip-off is next.
Now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Just before, a few minutes after 7 o'clock, and this game is underway. The tournament finals. Ryan Tompert, I'm Wesley Outland. Nathan Outland on the camera. If I don't fire him first. 10-1 Corinth-Holders, 7-1 Nash Central. Ryan, what are we going to be seeing out of these two teams? Remember, we saw the Pirates the other day, and obviously a really, really good squad. I love that they're changing their colors and they're rocking the pink on black.
Yeah, they're rocking some really cool uniforms out here. They're able to get a bucket on the board. But, you know, Corinth-Holders, they're 19th ranked in the state, and, you know, they are very good as a whole squad. You know, they've got shooters like Lee, who's shooting almost 17 points per game, so they are going to be a very old powerhouse to watch out.
So the Pirates will strike first. Nash Central. And a jump ball's called. Possession arrow will go to the Pirates. Black on black with their jerseys, pink. Pirates on the front, numbers in pink and black as well. It is every broadcaster's worst nightmare to try to realize what number is which. The Nash Central Bulldogs, or Lady Bulldogs, are wearing the white on white with the black and maroon colors. Ball short off the back of the net. Still nothing there. That's number 2 of Ada Cash. Not able to find it yet. 2-0. Here comes the Pirates ready to return. Well, you want to talk about a trouble to see numbers, Ryan. This is, like I said, it's hard to see which one is which unless they're right there in front of you. And that was number 12 on the coverage of Darla Lee. 2-2 now as the Nash Central Bulldogs have finally found the net. Far side, shot for 3, no good. Rebound, Pirates, they get it back. That's number 1, Chloe Kozlov. Kozlov around the horn, sends it into the Marquise. Marquise shot for 3, no good off the rim, getting it short. Here comes the rebound. We're tied at 2-all right now as they move their way. 2 minutes gone in this contest as they go back inside. A little stalemate there for a minute for Nash Central. Here comes around the corner. This is number 5. That's Jaden Baggett. Baggett now. Baggett sends it back inside the rim. Going now, looking for 2. That's Cash. Cash, will she go inside? No, she will not. She tried to get it to Dupree. Dupree to Cash. Cash now singles in under the lane, and it goes in for 2. Nash Central now to the lead by 2. 4-2 in this game as we're about 3 minutes gone to the opening period. Shot for 3, no good. Rebound Pirates, so they come up with it, they will. They'll hold on to it. Shot for 3, no good. That time Kozlov. Marquise bounce off her foot. Here comes now the Bulldogs. Nash Central Lady Bulldogs, and that's going to be Baggett. Baggett under pressure with a 2-on-1. Going to go back to Ada Cash. Ada Cash now pressured by Chloe Kozlov. Send it now back in the hands of Harmony Dupree. Dupree now to Perry. Chelsea Perry now back inside the lane as she couldn't get into the head of Dupree, and they step on the line. Last touch by the Pirates, and it'll stay Bulldogs basketball at Nash Central.
Yeah, touch the ball with her foot out of bounds as Nash Central will keep the ball. And, something I've noticed with Nash Central, they've only got 7 players available today on their whole roster. So, it's going to be very tiring for them at the end of this tournament.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Talking about wearing yourself out and staying as energy as you can. Only 7 players on the bench. There's only 2 sitting dressed ready. As we go back and play right now, 4-2, Nash Central ball. Pirates with a steal. Here comes Marquis, coast to coast, off the glass, no good, and the ball rolls out of play. So it'll be a turnover back to Nash Central. Heading to the midway point of the first period. 4-2 right now. This is for the championship in the tournament. Another whistle. It'll stay Bulldogs basketball. Ryan, I don't believe Corinth-Holder has ever been in the tournament final, and neither has Nash Central. This is both of their first times in the tournament. As a 3-point shot just went in and it was good. 7-2 now. 5-point lead. Nash Central or Corinth-Holder have never been in the tournament final for the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. You were saying, Ryan.
Yeah, that was a deep 3 by Cash there on that last possession. Leading all scorers with so far 5 points in this game.
7-2 as we're at 3:45 left to go here in the first period. Shot 3, number 11. That's no good. Lauren Sizemore. She had a big game yesterday in that win over Clayton. Marquis lets the ball fall. Correction, Chloe Kozlov. And now the Pirates only down by 3, 7-4. So 7-4 right now. Nash Central holding on to the point. Shot for 3. Off the glass, no good. That was Jaden Baggett. Baggett now around the corner, setting back up to Chelsea Perry. And a whistle. Ten and 1 Corinth-Holder. Nash Central 7-1. Looks like the coach for Nash Central, Trey Lassiter, picked up a jersey or shirt or something from one of the players. Back around, here we see it. It's Ada Cash. Adia Cash now back to Dupree. Dupree now puts it on the hand of Perry. Perry now back to Cash. Cash for 3, and it's off the back of the backboard. No good to the rebound back for the Pirates. Coming up with the rebound is going to be Darla Lee. Darla Lee as she loses control. Here comes the pressure now by Cash. Get it back into the hand of Sizemore and Vanderhurst. She had an amazing game yesterday with 17 points in that win over Clayton. Vanderhurst under the basket. It's denied. No good. Rebound. Pick it up. Come up with it again with 2.5 left. Here in the first, and they shoot for 3. No good. That attempt by Darla Lee. Darla Lee on that account. Here comes Kozlov. They about run into one another, and now they got to reset and slow down tempo, if you will, with now Kozlov and Marquise. Marquise inside. Go back to Sizemore. It bounces off the glass. Lauren Sizemore in the basket's no good, and here come the Bulldogs back up court again. keeping it in play. We roll on. Cash, free throw line, shot, and it bounces in on a 2. 9-4. 9-4, 5-point lead. Corinth-Holder, Nash Central for the women's tourney of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic of 2025. And Ryan, we're seeing a great game right now. Very physical.
Yeah, very physical and aggressive game as Corinth-Holders are able to get a 2-pointer there.
9-6 now. Pirates only down by 3. As now Adia Cash, point guard freshman for Nash Central, slowing down the tempo. Now she speeds it up, pressuring Kozlov under the basket. Slammed under the rim is going to be Baggett's shot. That was Dupree short. Rebound. Give it now with a minute left. Marquis for 3. We're tied! We're tied! Shot for 3. Chloe Kozlov and Lexi Marquise have tied it up for the Pirates Nation at 9-9. Unbelievable, Ryan Tomford.
We are treated to an excellent game so far.
And this is only the first period as they fight under the net. The rebound. Pirates now. Darla Lee up court with it. Give it to Kozlov. Kozlov, and they'll throw it away. And they'll throw it away. And they'll give the ball back. Nash Central. 9-9. We're tied. It's like 0-0 all over again. 32 seconds left in the championship tournament final of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic, the 11th edition. Both teams' first time in the tournament final. Adia Cash turns it over, the ball drops. Pirates come up with it. It's Darla Lee. Darla Lee, 3-on-1, fights for it. It's a got it in the net! Oh, baby! And the Pirates are going to lead at the end of 1. What a game. What a first period, Ryan. Wow.
Very exciting, very physical, aggressive first half. Great defense, great offense for both teams. We are treated to an excellent match in the final.
11-9. The Pirates are leading by 2 at the end of 1. The second period is coming up next. Coverage of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic from Cleveland continues on CRN. We're back in a moment.
Veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Out here in the middle of all these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. And sometimes, that's how it feels when you're going through tough times. Trouble sleeping, your mind racing. So what do? We get help. There are people in our community who are here for us. Sometimes, just talking to someone can make all the difference in the world. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Back here in the tournament, John Jacobs Christmas Classic, 11-9 as we start the second period. And it is right now the Pirates up by 2. Shot for 3. It is good. That is Lauren Sizemore. And the Pirates have just took a 5-point lead, Ryan Tomford.
Yeah, this is a big 5-point lead. Their momentum is on their side, and they got to continue pushing the ball up and continue having great defense.
Back inside the lane. Here comes now the Pirates on the defense. Nash Central, Christina Lynch. Lynch to Cash. Cash will not let it fall. Rebound, Pirates. Pushing, rushing up the court. It's going to be 12. That's going to be Darla Lee. 2-on-1. Got it saved. Open lady, Lexi Marquise. Marquise She'll send it to 21. Looking around, Mackenzie Brown. Going back to the horn. Fires. Number 12. Short that time for Darla Lee on the 3. She got a rebound back, though, off the glass. Moves inside the lane. Will not fall, but she's fouled.
Great job there. Get her own rebound, and then drive to the rim. Smart play there and getting to the line to shoot 2.
Women's championship on court now. Coming up next, the men's final. Ravenscroft Ravens out of Raleigh. And for the first time ever in the tournament final as well, the West Johnston Wildcats from just down the road in Benson. Joco versus Waco for the final in the Johnston County John Jacobs Christmas Classic next at 8:30 Eastern. 14-9, Pirates at the line. It's number 12, Darla Lee, the point guard, shooting guard. They up now by 5 to increase it. She can't make it. Both free throws, no good, but the Pirates do get the rebound back. And they're going to turn it over and give it back to Nash Central. 14-9 as Adia Cash, the point guard, freshman, comes up with the ball. Cash on pressure by the Pirates. Corinth-Holders, and they turn it over. Pirates got the ball. They're running, driving. Brown about lost the rock, and they did turn it over. Got it back into the paws of Jaden Baggett. And a whistle. And is it a foul or a timeout? I think they got a foul. Foul is called on Adia Cash. I'm not sure what happened.
That was a foul there on
I guess the Pirates.
Nash, on the Pirates there to allow the Bulldogs to inbound.
Anyhow, Bulldogs will get it back. You're right. Cash to Dupree. Back to Cash again. Up the middle. Off the glass. No good. Rebound. Corinth-Holders Pirates are wearing pink and black. It looks like they're celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month in December before January. But it's the Lady Pirates colors. Shot off the glass. In and good. They're going to call it a 2, though. 16-9. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Tournament final. Adia Cash back around the horn. Far right corner wing to Baggett. Baggett now sends it off. Losing the ball. Cash saves it. She's under pressure. About crossed the timeline for a cross-court violation. And a foul's on the floor.
Cash got tripped up there, fell on the floor, but is able to get up, and she'll inbound the ball here.
Non-shooting foul as Cash will inbound it again, and they bounce. With all those fouls, bounce the ball off the leg.
I mean, she was running out of time. She had to hold the ball on for 4 seconds, and you got to do what you got to do.
Got to make sure you get that ball somehow off the body in 5 seconds. Boy, Cash about tripped and face planted on the court at mid-circle. Shot for 3. Open. No good. They were trying to yell at her, telling her to go for it. Instead, we're going to call a foul again.
This time it'll be on Nash Central. So
3 fouls on Nash Central, 2 on Corinth-Holders. Non-shooting foul, Pirates will inbound it. That's, of course, Darla Lee to Sophie Dunn. Back to 12 of Darla Lee. She's 2-on-1 at the baseline. Sizemore goes now to Dunn. She'll put up a 3, the 5'6" small girl freshman. And a whistle and a foul's called. Nope, that's just out of play. Ball out of play. 4.5 minutes. What a great game we've been treated to so far, Ryan. I'm telling you, man. Wow.
It has calmed down a little bit here in the second half.
That
Second
first
quarter.
half was explosive, wasn't it? Now Cash puts a wow, Sizemore. Cash to the ground, up and over, trying to go for a roundabout. Couldn't get it. Rebound, Nash Central, and here they come with it. Jaden Baggett now, looking inside. Overshot the rim. Ball last touched. His bodies are sliding on the paint. Pirates won a foul. Referee said no foul. It's a turnover. It's Pirates. It's Central Nash Central basketball. Darla Lee thought she was going to get a foul. She didn't get one.
Yeah, she was arguing to the ref, but no call there.
She wanted a foul, but she didn't get one. 16-9. Back inside, up the corner. Give it to Sizemore, and it rolls in and out. Rebound. Nash Central coming up with a rebound. Give it to Baggett. Baggett now to Dupree. Anybody home? They throw the ball away.
It was in her hand
Wow.
right under the net and just fumbled the ball. Goes out of bounds, and the Pirates will inbound it here.
As soon as they had an opportunity to go up with it, they turn it over. 16-9. Nobody scored in a while. Heading to the midway point of the second period. 3.5 left, actually, to halftime. First half action and a whistle and another foul. Or out of play. I'm sorry, it's out of bounds. Ball tipped out of play. It'll go now back to Nash Central. The burgundy or the maroon and the white and black are the colors of the white jerseys of the Bulldogs. The Pirates are donning black and pink. And my goodness, if it wasn't for my son Nathan to help me see the numbers, I would be having a headache right now, a migraine, trying to figure out which one is which, Ryan. Because they're so hard to see.
It's really testing my eyesight.
Coaches, schools, I encourage you. You need to try to find a better way of making your jerseys visible to your broadcasters or whoever do broadcasting, because it makes it hard for us to make sure we get the names right or wrong here, Ryan.
Yeah, you know, the jerseys look cool, but they're not legible, so as Cash there shoots for three, no good.
And that was Chloe Kozlov on the coverage. Kozlov all over Adia Cash, the point guard freshman. And just like that, it's a turnover. Last touch by the Pirates. Will go back to the Bulldogs. Subs are coming in. So they're going to let number 14, Jaleesa Perry, the sophomore forward freshman, shooting forward, take a rest. And Christina Lynch is back in. Cash fires. Three. Oh, my. It was in and out again on another attempt. Under 3 minutes left to go. Coming up, the championship for the men after the women's final game. 16-9. Adia Cash up the middle. 2-on-1. Basket off the rim. Nope, ball short. Rebound picked up. Here we go. One more time. Cash running after Sizemore and Marquis. And now Sizemore for three. No good. Darla Lee for a three. No good. And a whistle. And a timeout for the first time taken by Nash Central. There is a timeout. We'll step away. We'll take one with them.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Timeout expires. 16-9. 2 minutes left to go in the tournament. Boy, getting excited. More of a crowd coming in here. Shot there by Jacayla Gay Short. Jacayla Gay on the court now, number 0. Nash Central. And now the Pirates respond. Jada Vanderhurst finding the basket and getting two. And it's a 9-point lead that the Pirates have on Nash Central right now. A very low-scoring game, Ryan. Shot by Cash, Adia Cash for three. No good.
Yeah, it is not a high-scoring game as I think we were predicting a little bit. It's becoming more of a defensive battle game, but this is the biggest lead for the Pirates all day, so they just want to continue this momentum, and there's a little bit of confusion and talk between Nash Central's coach and the ref. All seems to be good as Pirates will now inbound the ball.
(18-9).
Pirates turn the ball over as Cash brings it up the court.
Yeah, they'll try it again here.
As Gay was able to drive into the paint and get 2 points for Nash Central there.
Gay found the basket, 18-11. And now you see the Pirates coming back. That time Kozlov short on the handoff from Sizemore. And then we're going to call another foul. It's only a 7-point game. It seemed like it was a bigger pull away for Corinth-Holder on that than Nash Central. Nash Central not playing the best second period, but they're not losing by much either. Only down by 7 points.
Yeah, only down by 7 points. So, if they can keep in this, they got a chance of winning the game. And, they just got to rely on their players to make good decisions.
18-11. Closing in on under 30 seconds remaining.
Shot there for Nash Central. No good on that layup.
And this should take us to the locker room here for the tournament final. As Darla Lee moving up the middle. Under 10 seconds. Basket will not fall. Rebound picked up by the Pirates. Vanderhorst under the basket could not put it in. Clock expires. That is the half. So it is halftime here with a score for the Pirates leading 18-11. Ryan, what are you watching? Who's got some good points here so far in this game? As there's still a lot of basketball left to play, and we've been treated to an awesome game here. First period, very exciting, very explosive, and right now, 18-11, the Pirates up by 7, but still, there's a lot of things that can turn around, happen, or change as we move into the second half of the game and about 10 minutes after the half.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm looking at here on the stat sheet, Nash Central's Ada Cash, she's has I believe 7 points so far in this game, over 75% of their team's total points. So they got to get more of their players involved in the game, and for the Corinth-Holders, they've got a lot of their players involved shooting all across the board. A lot of players have 2 or 3 points, so they're getting the ball to a lot of players and getting everyone involved.
18-11. It is a 7-point lead. And boy, I'll tell you what, we have been treated to some awesome basketball. I can't believe it's flying by. We're on game 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great game. It was a little frantic at the beginning, and now it's settled down. So I want to see what these teams come into the halftime and what they decide, if they're going to go to that frantic first quarter or more controlled second quarter.
Well, that's the way it stands right now. He's Ryan Tomford. I'm Wesley Outland. Nathan Outland is on the camera. It is halftime. What has Nash Central got to do to get back in this game? And like I said, not down by much, only down by 7 points. A great matchup we're seeing here. And what has the Pirates got to do to make the Bulldogs walk the plank, if you will?
Yeah, for Nash Central, they're giving the ball to Cash a lot. They're believing in her to shoot the ball, but they have 6 other players on their team. They got to get a lot of more players involved. Try to spread the ball to other players and see if somebody else can catch fire and get a run going for them. And for the Corinth-Holders, they're continuing to spread the ball out wide. Darla Lee is one of their top scorers today, and they just got to continue relying on her and trust that their players will hit their threes.
We're going to a commercial break. Oh, it has been a good one. We have enjoyed covering basketball for the penultimate day of 2025. You know what penultimate means? Next to last. Yes, New Year's Eve is tomorrow. Basketball continues, and we go to an extended commercial break from the John Jacobs Christmas Classic on CRN Now.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe,
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
to provide the music, talk, and sports you love, and to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bull ring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
Look at you go. The one-trip grocery champ, snooze button resistor, master sock matcher. We know the daily grind can be tough, but amidst the hustle, we see you conquer it all. And at Scooter's Coffee, we believe it's the little wins that deserve some big moments of joy. So go on, embrace that tiny triumph. You master parallel Parker you. Take that victory lap and savor the sweet taste of success. Scooter's Coffee, you didn't just order it, you earned it.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
1931 was not exactly a great year to start a business, but that's when Allstate opened its doors. And through the 12 recessions since, they've noticed that after the fears subside, a funny thing happens. People start enjoying the small things in life. A home-cooked meal, time with loved ones, appreciating the things we do have, the things we can count on. It's back to basics. And the basics are good. Protect them. Put them in good hands.
Get hurt in the game? We tough it out. Feel exhausted? We push on. Feeling down? We pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. But there are times when bootstraps aren't enough, when stress gets to us and we need to talk to someone about what we're really going through. So we're going to reach out, because sometimes mental health is not a one-person job. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face, never let them have too much screen time, and never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed, never ever become a minivan mom, and you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Smokey the Bear. Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
We are back here at the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. Coming up, top of the hour, or bottom of the hour for that matter, 8:30 is what we're looking at. The championship game, the final one of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic between the Ravenscroft, say that 3 times fast, Ravenscroft Ravens.
They made it definitely difficult to say.
Ravenscroft Ravens and West Johnston Wildcats for the tournament championship. That'll be coming up at the 8:30 Eastern time. As we got to finish this one, there's about a half a basketball left to go. Ryan Tompert, I'm Wesley Outlet, Nathan on the camera, and we start the third period.
Pirates will begin with the ball.
Pirates are playing in front of their respective bench, and I'm happy, Nathan, because I can see the numbers a little bit better now. 18-11. As Nash Central. Man, Adia Cash has probably been the limelight, the spotlight, for Nash Central. When they're on it, it's because of Cash. When they struggle, it's because of Cash.
And that's been the whole season for Nash Central. They've relied on her. She's the top scorer for a reason. They rely on her, and that is how they've gone 7-1 so far in the season.
You see a Cash right now holding the ball, having control, if you will. Making sure that she can try to control. Mixler is over capacity. Would you have ever thought you would see a message like that? So what do? Knock me offline live? Is that what happened? We're still live on Mixler. What in the world?
Out of bounds there by the Pirates. Gives the ball. Ball is still in control of the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
As Cash drives into the paint.
Just trying to figure what's going on
Rebound.
here. 18-11. 90 seconds gone, and there you go. Ball perfectly into the Pirates' hand of Sizemore. Darla Lee, my apologies. Darla Lee inside, going to Vanderhorst instead. Guess what happened, Ryan?
Foul.
Foul, bro. Foul.
State Pirates ball.
Non-shooting foul. Coming up, West Johnson and Ravenscroft for the men's championship. And the final game of the tournament in our 4 games on the air on CRN. You still taking over under bets if I'm going to have my voice at the end of the game, Ryan? What do you think? You know not to underestimate me, right?
You'll have your voice by the end, I'm guessing.
Double dribble called on Nash Central. Correction. Double dribble called on
the Pirates.
No,
yeah, it was a turnover.
No, double dribble called on that. Yeah, it is Nash Central ball.
Pirates,
Yeah, they're just making them change up where they were into the paint. It was a double dribble on Nash Central. And then
that's
Cash fighting for the ball. Getting it back to Jaden Baggett. Baggett under pressure. Go back to Cash. They got to let her go inside the timeline for the first time. If she goes past it again, then there's a cross-court, mid-court violation. Right now, the Pirates leading 18-11. Shot for 3, in and out. Vanderhorst gets it back to Darla Lee, and she'll be fouled. She got rocked to the court. So a foul called. Still no change in the lead since we were at halftime at the end of the second period. 18-11, but they are going to send Darla Lee to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one in and out, no good. Got to make these free throws. We talk about it all the time, Lee. And that one will go in. 19-11. First point for the Pirates or anybody in the third period of the game so far as we head to about 5 minutes left in the third period, Ryan.
Yeah, scoring has slowed down a little bit. They've struggled to get the ball in the net so far, and it looks a lot different of a game than the first half.
Shot for a 3. No good. Rebound. Pick it up. Here come the Pirates. Up court side. That's 0. Jacayla Gay going back to Baggett. Baggett to Gay. She stepped over the line at the baseline under the basket. Steps her foot on the paint or puts the shoes on the paint. And to turn it over and give it back to the Pirates. They're leading by 8. 19-11. Corinth-Holder, Nash Central, first time ever in the tournament final of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. And Gay pressures Gardner and Marquis in a turnover. It'll go back to the Pirates. Nash Central trying to get this new 2-on-1 pressure front on Corinth-Holder. They're holding their own, but right now it's just not working, I think, like they thought, as Cash is all over Darla Lee. Inside, Darla Lee! She'll try to go for 2! It's no good, and the rebound picked up by Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst going back around the corner to Marquis. Vanderhorst on a shot for 3. No good. Rebound picked up there by number 15. That's going to be him, Harmony Dupree. Dupree, Baggett, basket, finally 2 for the Bulldogs. Cut it down to a 6-point lead, and a timeout's being called by the Pirates. First time out of the game by Corinth-Holder. Both teams have 4, and we step away as well from Cleveland. Dubby Energy provides high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash later or even the jitters. Dubby Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best. When you need to have a little energy boost without all the lag or fatigue, let Dubby Energy take care of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy.
Veterans, whatever you're going through, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Back here at the Classic, 19-13. It's a 6-point lead. We're heading into the midway point. Third period, second half action. Back to it on court again with the Pirates leading by 6. Marquis and Cash tries to do a little acting there. Vanderhorst will find the basket, if you will, Ryan, and put in another 2. It's now a 8-point lead again.
Yeah, 8-point lead, and it's been a pretty low-scoring game so far, but it has been entertaining, even though that it's only 21-13 so far.
21-13, 8-point lead. Pirates in the lead, looking for their first ever tournament as Cash drops. Contact's made. They might call a foul on number 1 of Chloe Kozlov, and it looks like they will. It'll be a non-shooting foul, but it will go against the Pirates. Non-shooting foul, inbound. Adia Cash getting tired. We can see it. Pushing, shoving going on. Is now Cash shoved the other player away, and the referee, one of the girls are like, hey, what in the world? Why aren't you going to call that a penalty? And they said, no, it's just basketball. Kozlov is getting a little frustrated. Chloe Kozlov, I think, wanted more than that, wanted a technical foul, but it ain't going to happen. In Cash's defense, Cash and Kozlov were both making contact with body to body with one another.
Yeah, they were just tangled up there a little bit, and that is just finals. Gameplay is it's going to get aggressive, and players are going to shove each other, but so far not too aggressive.
Whoa! Now that one will be called for a foul as Vanderhorst showed the elbow. I don't know if she meant to or not, but Vanderhorst showed the elbow to Cash. And it will be a turnover. No technical foul, no penalty, but you could see there was a boom. Take this. If you can get away with it,
they got
how
away
much can you get away with before they finally flag you for it, right, Ryan?
Yeah, so these players are going to, test those limits right now. It's getting a little bit of aggressive.
The word is chippy, as you mentioned, and it is getting loud here as they are going back and forth. 21-13, under 3 minutes left in the third period. Pirates are leading. We got a whistle. Boy, they're trying to hold Darla Lee back. Coach is trying to tell Darla Lee to calm down. That's Trey Lassiter trying to tell Darla to calm down. One of her players had to restrain her.
Yeah, Lassiter.
So there's got to be some trash talking going on, Ryan, that we're not seeing right now. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
As Pirates are there to get the 2 point. But Lassiter, the head coach of the Holders, he's been running up and down the baseline, yelling at the refs as, Nash.
Are you going to call this? You're going to call that, right?
He's been getting in some of the refs' faces there.
And Coach Lassiter. Well, Ryan, you got to think this. There's a foul. It's going to be foul on number 1 of... It's going to be a foul on number 1 of J.C. Seward for Nash Central. It'll be Pirates basketball. Coach Lassiter is talking to Darla Lee. He's already gone in her ear a couple of times trying to get her to calm down, as Darla Lee and Adia Cash have both been playing very aggressively. Now we go back around the horn to Vanderhorst with coverage on Dupree. Shot for 3, no good. Ball rolls in and out. Rebound, Cash. Nash Central comes up with it. Moving, what a fake from right to left, and she can't finish as she slides under the floor. They fight for the ball. Pirates will come up with the scrum.
Pirates have so far, it seems like they've controlled the second half. Only 2 points so far for Nash Central in this third period.
Wesley Outland, Ryan Tompert, Nathan Outland with you. Beautiful night on a cold night in the penultimate day of December 2025. Basket no good. There's a whistle and another foul called again. Foul play. It seems like we're seeing this again. Foul's coming up. They're going to call the foul on the Pirates. By the way, Corinth-Holder is already in. No, I'm sorry. Pirates have 5 fouls now. 5 fouls. So Nash Central is in the double bonus. Nash Central only has 2 fouls on the Pirates. So here you go. If the Pirates keep fouling Nash Central, you go to the line and you shoot 2. And this can be in your favor.
As Nash Central is able to
1 out of 2 free throws. They'll get credit for 1. 23-14, 90 seconds remain. And they're going to call traveling on the Pirates. It'll turn the ball back over and give it to the Bulldogs. 1 more game remains in our tournament. Hard to believe we've been on the air for going on almost 4 hours now. Over 4 hours. We came on the air about 3:30. 1 final game next after this one, Ravenscroft and West Johnston. 23-13, 23-14, my apologies. As we close into a buck and a nickel remaining on the clock. Back inside the corner, going back to Backett. Backett now around the horn. He'll look for Cash. Cash inside the lane to Harmony Dupree. Dupree ready to set up, but she's boxed by 2. And now Cash slowing down the tempo. We're under a minute to play here now. Coach Lassiter trying to tell them to box out. Be ready. Hold their line. Coach on the Nash Central sideline, also very creative. That's Terry Cash. That's Adia Cash's mother. Cash with the ball. Freshman point guard for Nash Central. Under 30 seconds remaining. They're in a stalemate. They're going to force the Pirates to come inside and try to foul or go after a Cash before she goes for that final shot for the third, Ryan.
Yeah, Cash is waiting these seconds out.
Down to the seconds remain and a foul. It will be a 3-shot foul, by the way. Jaden Baggett is going to the line. She will be shooting 3 shots at the charity stripe for number 5. The senior guard at 5'4", Jaden Baggett, as the Pirates will foul her on a 3-shot foul with under 5 seconds left in the third period, and she'll make the first one. Makes the second one. 23-16. Number 5, Jaden Baggett, trying to go 3 for 3. She'll make it. It's 23-17. What a big hole to climb out of doing that right there, Ryan.
Those are very important points. Just missed the...
A shot for 3 by number 11, Lauren Sizemore, just grazed under the net.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural, building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs. We go to the fourth. Welcome back. 23-17, Ryan Tomford. I'm Wesley Outland. We have been treated, Ryan, to some great basketball that we're setting ourselves in for another final half of it as well.
Yeah, we've got a great game so far. Only 40 total points so far scored in this game. You know, both teams are averaging about 50, 55 points per game. And, you know, it's been a low-scoring defensive battle, but very, very exciting to watch as the Pirates work around the arc.
23-17. The winner of this game is the tournament champions. The Pirates and Nash Central has never been to the final. So for one, it'll be the thrill of victory, the agony defeat for the other, but there'll be a runner-up. Basket going in for Lauren Sizemore, and they'll get another two to increase that lead for the Pirates Nation. 25-17, and now a three-point shot, and just like that, 25-20. Here comes the Bulldogs.
And here comes the scoring. It seems like both teams have now lit up the score.
Whoa! Man, I got to tell you, it seems like the Pirates are starting to pick on Cash a little bit. What do you think, Ryan? I mean, it's getting a little chippy for number two.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you are the Pirates, you want to keep this high energy up. You know that, you know, the Pirates only have 7 players, so they don't want to foul out as the Bulldogs are able to get a 2-pointer there. Dupree.
25-20. Now make it 25-22. And a turnover. Pirates are giving it back to Nash Central. Here comes Jaden Baggett. Baggett to Cash to tie. Oh, it's off the glass. And the rebound goes back to the Pirates. That three could have tied the game. As Darla Lee inside. Put them back to the lead by 2 again. 5 points. And there's the timeout about to be taken. Coach Lassiter giving fist pounds and high fives to the Pirates. And another timeout being taken by Corinth-Holders. They're down to 3. Nash Central has 4. We'll step away as well.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Familia Mendoza empieza así el día. Por suerte pueden terminarlo así. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees. Entra en descubreelbosque.org y encuentra el bosque más cercano. Un mensaje del Servicio Forestal de los Estados Unidos y el Ad Council.
It's fun and educational. CRN broadcast coverage continues. John Jacobs Christmas Classic, penultimate game on this penultimate day of 2025. Ryan Tomford, Nathan Outland, Wesley Outland. Thanks again also to Ben Orman joining us earlier. It's a 5-point lead for the Pirates. Nash Central wants to cut it back. It's going to be called for 2. Not a 3. It's a 2. She stepped over the line, Ryan, but they're within 3 again.
Yeah, she's just a step inside of that 3-point line, but that is a big shot to close the lead down to 3.
Pirates shot Vanderhurst. Basket good. That's 2. Back and forth, 5-3, 5-3, 29-24, and a whistle and a foul for the Bulldogs under the basket. They're going to go to the line and shoot 2. Foul being called on the Pirates. It's Nash Central going to the line. That's number 0, Jacayla Gay. And she'll make her first. This is an important free throw because it goes from a 2-possession lead to a 1. And she makes it. It's a 3-point lead, 29-26, 5 minutes left to go in regulation for the title here in Cleveland. Basket under pressure, give it back to the Pirates. Jaleesa Perry on the rebound. Get it into the hands of Baggett. Baggett now. Trying to set it up under pressure was Gay. Gay now to Baggett. Baggett for 3. Short. Rebound 14. Jaleesa Perry. They could not finish, Ryan, and they turn it back over to the Pirates again. 2-on-1. Ball rolls in and good. 31-26. This game going back and forth the last couple of possessions from 5 points to 3 points.
Yeah, the lead hasn't gone to that 7 points yet so far, and this is going to be coming down to who makes a big mistake or a big run.
Up the middle, that's 2. Adia Cash. They're going to call jump ball, Pirates ball. Jump ball in possession for the Pirates of Corinth-Holders. As we move into the midway point of the regulation 4th period, 31-26, Pirates up by 5.
This is an important possession here. If they could go up by 7, this will be a big turning point.
And this is what you got to love about basketball, especially tournament atmosphere basketball. We love covering the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. Another basket off the rim short. That was attempt by Lexi Marquise going up the middle. Kozlov going back. Goes to Lee. Back to Marquise inside. Going to Sizemore. Darla Lee. Last touch by the Bulldogs. It'll stay Pirate basketball. What an absolutely amazing game we're seeing right now. It's down to 31-26, 5-point lead. 3.5 minutes remaining. Pirates, Bulldogs. Corinth-Holder, Nash Central, and another 2, and it's in and good by Darla Lee. She caught fire, Ryan, in this 4th period. Number 12's been a star for the Corinth-Holder team.
She really has. She's been great all day long and, catching fire right at the right time.
Up the middle, Gay. She'll be called for traveling. It's not a foul, it's traveling. And it'll be a turnover. Nash Central turns it over on traveling back to the Pirates basketball. And they'll move up court again. The black and pink is the Pirates. The white and maroon and black is the Bulldogs of Nash Central. Corinth-Holders and Nash Central, first time ever in the tourney championship here in the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. A steal! Here comes Cash! Cash with 2-on-1. Basket off the glass. No good. And a rebound by the Pirates again. Are you kidding me? And they'll try to reset and go again here back inside the lane. And this Vanderhorst will be called. And she's going to get fouled. Vanderhorst. Foul's going to be called. Vanderhorst. She'll go to the line.
It was a non-shooting foul there, so they'll just inbound the ball.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It looked like she was going to the free throw line. My apologies. Vanderhorst, non-shooting foul. Timeout's being taken by the Pirates. They are down to 2 timeouts remaining. And we step away and take one with them.
The North Carolina High School Athletic Association welcomes you to tonight's game. We are excited to celebrate the hashtag NCHSAA Game Locked In, which honors everything that makes high school sports special.
Let's continue to create a positive, welcoming environment for everyone. Cheer loudly, support your team, show respect to officials, opponents, and each other.
Let's make tonight's game one to remember, full of pride, positivity, and what it means to be truly locked in.
They are back on the court. Brian, what do you think? This one's going to come down to the wire? Nash Central not going away, but the Pirates are trying to get just little baskets in here, once in there, and still stay within striking distance, just like that, as I just mentioned.
Yeah, for the Pirates. They just got to get buckets and, continue their lead. It's not now a 9-point lead, and for Nash Central, they just got to get a bucket here soon.
And there's a foul on the floor. They're going to call a foul. The referees will. Foul's going to be called on number 11, Lauren Sizemore for the Pirates. It is a non-shooting foul, meaning that they will just inbound the basketball, and Cash will. 35-26, Pirates lead by 9, 2.5 minutes away from a tournament championship going to Wendell for the first time ever. Cash moving up the middle, back inside, turn it over as they got on the ball to Perry. Perry now keeps it in play thanks to Baggett. Shot for three, Gay, no good. Rebound, got it back, no good, but she's fouled. Jaleesa Perry will be fouled. She'll be going to the line and be shooting two. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Free throws coming up for number 14, Perry. Last year, Rocky Mount Griffins, tournament champions. They are the all-time champions of this tournament. 5. By the way, I wanted to apologize. The Nash Central Bulldogs have won this tournament championship before. It was the first one back in 2014.
As Nash Central gets
the Pirates haven't. The Pirates haven't, but Nash Central has won the tournament championship before. And as you said, Ryan, they got that rebound back. 100 seconds remaining. Regulation. Nash Central did win the tournament title in 2014. The Pirates have not. We're closing in on the end of this one. Darla Lee going back around the corner. Looking for 32, and that's Sophie Dunn. Dunn to Marquis. Lexi Marquis pressured by Perry, goes inside, looking now to Darla Lee. Sizemore's got it. Look to the far left side is going to be Sophie Dunn. Instead, they'll go to Dunn inside the corner, and the ball will bounce and roll in, and it's good. And Ryan, in addition to that, you're starting to pull away as we close in on a minute remaining on a tournament championship for the Pirates Nation.
Yeah, it looks like here then the Pirates will have
Cash up the middle. She's going to get fouled. No, they turned the ball over. It's back to the Pirates. No foul, Cash. Here comes the Pirates. Darla Lee, and she's in for two. 39-26. They caught fire when it counts the most, and they're ready to bring this one on home for supper. Wendell, North Carolina, the Skull Bones, the Pirate Flag, the Battleship. ECU Pirates won their military bowl, and the Corinth-Holders Pirates are about to lock up a tournament championship for the first time in the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. 39-26 as another stoppage of play. This game coming down to the end, but it looks like it's a too far gone conclusion. Shot by Baggett, Jaden Baggett, no good on the three. There's going to be a foul on the floor again. The fouls begin with 20 seconds remaining, 39-26. And you're going to send Jaleesa Perry to the line again, Ryan, to shoot two for Nash Central. For the Pirates, you're just trying to hold on for less than 20 seconds, and you got a tourney title, Ryan.
Yeah, just control the ball in the last 20 seconds. If you're the Pirates, don't do anything silly. Just you have a big enough lead that, it's 12 points now. Just control it, and you'll go home with a first-place trophy.
27-39. They did get 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. If you're the Pirates, you're holding on to the ball. Sophie Dunn done that, but Bulldogs will foul her. It's a non-shooting foul. Under 10 seconds. 39-27. Up the middle. Basket for the final time to put the nail on the coffin. From Wendell to Cleveland, the Pirates Nation are the John Jacobs Women Tournament Champions of 2025. What do you think, Ryan?
We were treated to a great final there. Nash Central slowed down a little bit in that second half, but we had a fantastic game from tip-off to the final whistle.
And actually, there was a basket there at the end, so it's actually 41-27. My apologies. Yeah.
But it was a great game, even though it was a little bit low scoring. Fantastic aggressive defense, and the Pirates, when they needed to score in that second half to pull away, they did, and they got it done. Darla Lee, fantastic. Sizemore had a ton of points as well, and a fantastic job throughout their whole lineup.
For the first time ever, the Corinth-Holder Pirates are the tournament champions in the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. 41-27. They'll join the likes of former tournament champions in the women's final, including the Rocky Mount Griffins, who won it last year. They're 5-time the most champions of anyone in the women's tournament. 5 championships. Then, of course, Middle Creek Mustangs, 2023. Kingston Vikings have won the title in 2017. Athens Drive Jaguars, 2016. Kingston is actually a 2-time champion. They won it in 2015. And as I mentioned, I didn't even realize I overlooked, the team that played tonight trying to go for their second tourney title, the Nash Central Bulldogs, won it back in the first year in 2014. So special awards are about to be handed out. We'll get ready in a moment to go down on courtside to public address. They are trying to put together who would get the MVP, who would be the tournament player of the game for either or team, and then obviously the celebration for the Corinth-Holder Pirates of being the overall women's tournament champion. Ryan, what do you think, man? Who was some of the high point players? I got to tell you, very impressed, obviously, with Adia Cash for Nash Central. Maybe also a close second would be maybe Jaden Baggett and also Jakayla Gay, but she came off on the floor. But for Corinth-Holder, there's so many star players, but I got to think of one that really sticks out, and it has to be a tie between Lauren Sizemore and even Darla Lee. With all the pressure she had, she still never lost focus and played great.
Yeah, Darla Lee was the top scorer for the Pirates, and she was a powerhouse for their team.
Let's go to public address.
The all-tournament women's team from this year's John Jacobs Christmas Classic Tournament. Representing Grace Christian, Kendall Morris. Representing West Johnston, Riley Quirk. Representing Millbrook, Lauren Brown. Representing Rocky Mount, Kyra Jones. Representing Clayton, Yazana Randall.
This is the all-conference players of the tournament.
Green.
Basically, each player from each team being chosen basically now.
Representing Cleveland, Glorianne Pratt. Also representing Cleveland, Angelia Dunn. From Nash Central, Adia Cash. Also from Nash Central, Jaden Baggett. And from Nash Central, Harmony Dupree. Representing Corinth-Holders, Darla Lee. Also from Corinth-Holders, Lauren Sizemore.
Did I just say that? I literally thought it was going to be those two players.
Also from Corinth-Holders, Jada Vanderhorst.
And Vanderhorst had an amazing tournament as well. She had a lot to do with Clayton, with the win over Clayton yesterday.
Also from Corinth-Holders, Chloe Kozlov.
Kozlov with a phenomenal job, number 1. And now the overall
and this
presentation.
year we have co-MVPs from Corinth-Holders, Lauren Sizemore and Darla Lee.
Ryan, put your mic down. Didn't I just call that? Didn't I say who were you going to call this? You were going to call it between Sizemore or Darla Lee, and that's exactly what it turns out to be.
Warm round of applause for all these recognized athletes tonight.
They're in my head. And now the overall presentation for the Pirates now. And there it is. Let the celebration begin.
At this time, we'd like to present the 2025 runner-up trophy to Nash Central High School.
So, Athletic Director Joseph Capps presenting the runner-up trophy at the tournament to the Nash Central Bulldogs. They won the tournament back in 2014 in their inaugural season of this event.
At this time, we'd like to present the 2025 John Jacobs Christmas Classic Championship Trophy to Corinth-Holders High School.
There it is. Pirate Nation, if you're listening in Wendell on CRN, your Pirates are bringing home the Lady Pirates, that is, their first ever tournament title. In addition, Ryan Tomford, to having the tournament championship trophy, there's also the bracket showing how they ran the table to win the tournament.
Yeah, they had an amazing tournament and well-deserved champions.
One more game remains. The men coming up next. West Johnston, Ravenscroft, final game of the 2025 11th annual John Jacobs Christmas Classic. We're taking a radio timeout as they celebrate again. 41-27. Congratulations to Coach Trey Lassiter and the Lady Corinth-Holders Pirates. 2025 John Jacobs Christmas Classic Women's Tournament Champions. Here come the men game. Ravenscroft, first time in the tournament. West Johnston, first time in the tournament. They will battle in less than 10 minutes. And it is next. For Nathan Outland on the camera, for Ryan Tomford, I'm Wesley Outland. We're back for the men's final game coming up on CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. More details at wearecrn.com.